CNN: F-16 fighter aircraft has dropped an armed Turkish drone in northeast Syria near U.S. military personnel and Kurdish Syrian Democratic Forces. The U.S. The armed drone posed a potential threat and released more than a dozen before hitting. An official said there was no report on U.S. losses. Authorities, a few drones in United States, said that the United States has repeatedly made approaches to unity positions in Syria. According to the Kurdish Internal Security Forces, Asayish said, Turkish airstrikes targeted a few Kurdish control areas in northeast Syria on Thursday and 6 security forces. He killed at least 8 people, including, and wounded 3 civilians. The events have brought the U.S. to a precarious position. In addition to playing an important role in Ukrainian conflict, Turkey is an ally and critical partner for the U.S. in region. SDF is partnership with the U.S. in the campaign to defeat ISIS. Said that the Turkish Ministry of Defense does not belong to the Turkish Armed Forces. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin spoke with Turkish counterpart after the download of drone. Pentagon spokesman Brig. Secretary. U.S. remained in Syria to support defeat of ISIS to support campaign. General Pat Ryder said in afternoon Thursday, ISIS emphasized importance of close coordination between U.S. and Turkey to prevent risk defeating mission. Joint Chief of General Staff General C.Q. Brown also spoke Turkish counterpart after incident and need to follow common decongation protocols ensure security of our personnel in Syria after today's incident. Ryder said that unmanned aerial vehicle or UAV was carried out airstrikes in the U.S. declared a limited operating zone near U.S. forces. Turkey is not the first indicator that it targets U.S. forces intentionally, he said. This is a sad event. But he described Austin's phone call as a very productive debate. The U.S. forces work with the Kurds in northern Syria as part of the anti-ISIS coalition there. Turkey sees the Kurdish forces as a terrorist organization and aims to regularly target them in Iraq and Syria. Turkey Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan said on Wednesday that Turkey's Kurdistan Workers' Party on Sunday after a suicide attack in Ankara, Syria and Iraq all Kurdish militia facilities and infrastructure as legitimate targets. He said, Fidan, third parties should stay away from the Kurds. He added, I advise the third parties to stay away from the PKK and YPG facilities and individuals, he said. Last November, according to the U.S. Army, a Turkish drone strike in northeast Syria endangered U.S. troops and staff. This was the best U.S. general and Turkish equivalent. The strike targeted a base near Hasaka of Syria, which was used by U.S. and coalition forces in ongoing campaign to defeat ISIS. This said, it directly threatened safety of U.S. personnel, he said.